Spoiler warning, we've been doing this long enough. Y'all know the drill. Now that I've said that, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost of 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. And I gotta start with this. I gotta start with this. He pulled out the stick, the blick. He pulled out the machine. I said, wait, I've been waiting for a gunfighter for a minute. Like, where y'all been at? I know we had some people who had firearms. The fire hiding the rocket launcher. There was that dude at the beginning with the sniper that Rack like threw off the cliff or whatever. But I was always wondering when we gonna find somebody who just fights with some guns. And I said, this guy just came out. He's like, all right, Yama, I can't beat you in physical strength. I guess the hunt. You think he's craving the hunter? You gotta, use weapons. And I said, what? Guns? So that was actually cool. I really appreciated that part. I do gotta say, I really found the line from Doom speaking about Yama essentially not being at full health to be weird. Yes, Ratcha messed him up pretty badly. We do know that him going into full canine transformation takes a lot of energy and things of that nature. The only thing that I can kind of think of off the top of my head, and correct me in the comments if I'm a little off about this, in the Dragon Ball Super manga, I believe when we're doing the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament, Vegeta lost to Hit because going into Super Saiyan Blue takes a lot of energy, and when he went back into it the second time, he only had 10% of his power already. I feel like Yama's activation of like getting into full canine transformation could be something similar. Let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, from what I recalled, and I forgot to check, so again, correct me in the comments. I don't remember him getting hurt really or getting hit so badly with some fatal attack with the conflict with Traumerei when he came on the floor when they were trying to escape. He took way more damage fighting Asracha, but when Doom put the tooth in his chest and then he got the memories of Wang Wang and blah blah, thought he was Gucci. So I'm I find it very strange that they're like, oh, he's so hurt from the bat. I'm like, is that accumulated damage? Like, what is that? Is that just MP? Like he's used a lot of his super moves, but his HP's full. So that's kind of like what I was trying to wrap my head around. I thought that was a little strange. But it's nice to see Yama back. I don't know if he's stronger than Lobadon. I think he's probably stronger than Katan, Katan, whatever, however you want to say it. But Lobadon seems to be possibly one of the three heads of the Cerberus that run the Lopobia, even though there's some things about him that, aren't maybe be traitory. So it comes across to me that he might be right under Kirin, if not secretly on par with Kirin. So I'm interested in seeing what this guy's about, and looks like because of what Laura said and did, Bam will be on his way over here too. So you have to take that into consideration because I think I hope SI doesn't do this, but I feel like he's gonna make Bam be the one who comes and saves and completely dissolve the situation, and maybe some of those Lope will be a defect. I don't know, but I do want to get to the Snow Garden at some point, so that's exciting. And I gotta remember if there's anything else that I really wanted to dive into. Oh yes, Ratchet recognized the voice, and I can't have him dying a slow death. I still think that's bothering me. Let him live or let him not live. And the important thing about this chapter is it seems that Kirin is possibly a traitor. Though some people think he's doing a double agent thing, like he's pretending to be a traitor, and that's really how Traumerei is weeding out people like Gororo, um, and knowing that they're not really with the family. But when he said that he wanted Bam, the one who will have Bam is Kirin. He didn't say the Lopobia. He didn't say Traumerei. He said himself. This could be a Cosmic Scans error. I'm not particularly super trusting in their translations and scanlations, but if this should be taken at face value, I want to know what you guys think, because this is kind of right now the inkling that I'm getting watching all of these different variables start to converge. It's very reminiscent of a kind of argument I made for years when I was a Noblesse fan or reading Noblesse before it ended. So slight spoilers for Noblesse. If you don't want to hear that, I don't know, plug your ears for like a minute. So Dr. Cromwell and Frankenstein were two people that were built up to fight each other for a long time because they're supposed to be kind of like the pinnacle of humanity in terms of intelligence and scientific experimentation and whatnot. Frankenstein, the originator, with a book of all of his experiments that found a way to enhance humans, give himself powers, make himself extremely powerful, and create something called the Dark Spear. Cromwell took all of those things, started and kind of like took it to its next level, and possibly, depending on how you see, improved upon all of those things. And we've been building their matchup for a while, and they had similar fight styles with the Dark Spear energy. I always thought Frankenstein would have won because of his archaic use and deeper understanding of the symbiotic nature of the Dark Spear. By which I mean it could consume you. It's taken over his body. It has like will and whatnot, and he kind of plays with the back and forth and understands that when Cromwell just tries to force his will upon it and make it obey him. You get what I'm saying? And I thought that was going to be the difference thing, the difference in that fight. With Tower of God, it comes across. I'm not saying Gustang is the greatest dad in the world. I'm not making that assessment at all. What I'm saying is he runs his family a lot like a company, like a business, like a corporation. We have your roles. He's the CEO, the boss. You would be CFO. You're middle management. You're a grunt. You're manual labor, whatever. You're head of technician. You're PR. So they respect him a lot more, and they're much more willing to do their duty and listen to what he has to say. Traumerei doesn't really come out his room. He doesn't really interact. He treats them like absolute chess pieces. He doesn't care if they live or die, and they're very and cognizant of this. And I think that's the reason that he could possibly lose this war. It's because his family actually kind of wants to get under his thumb. And if that means they gotta get liberated through Keating, gotta kind of get Bam to maybe take him down, the water dragons, or whatever the case may be, so be it. So I want to know what you guys think about that. And lastly, the last thing I want to say is it really does look like when it comes to the seesaw effect, we've been stacking the deck in the favor of the Pobedal family, and it's making me suspicious. Like I know Gustang's that dude. I know he's smart, I know he's intelligent, but I'm like, Traumerei can't be this level of stupid, dumb, incompetent, and kind of like, um, whatever, blase. I think there's something about Traumerei that we have not considered as a fan base that can help him tip the scales. Shout out to Robin from Fire Emblem, just like that. And I don't know when it's going to come into effect, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it's been so far. Because right now it looks like the Pobedal are running, about to do a 4-game sweep. So I'm not about to underestimate Traumerei and what he has planned yet. However, it's not looking good right now. But yeah, what do you guys think about the chapter? What was your favorite panel? What was your favorite piece of dialogue in it? Let me know in the comment section below. Mine was I remember when Yam was like, "This guy doesn't fight how he looks," and then, or something like that. Like, let me use something more befitting my appearance, and he pulled out a fucking rocket launcher. That was hilarious. All right, y'all be safe, man. You're Shout out to the Patreon. I don't know why I said it like that, but shout out to the CBLs. You know what I'm saying? That's some certified Bam lovers. They be loving Bam, Lil Bam James. But gotta give a bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire. Appreciate y'all, man. They might be the real CBL because they certified brilliant lovers. But biggest and huge shout out to the fifth Zen Gods, the tier threes. Big shout out to Zyler Scotty, Zodiac Nemiko, Zachary Cooper, Urek Mazzino, Tino Brown, Tikos, Sunny Kathapali, Simi, follow him on Twitch, Shoddy to your body, Scope, Maury, shout out to Makai, Lucky Roo, Lazy Dragon, Johnny Rogers, Fairs, Tris, Danny 402. Is that a wonder or not? I'm not sure. Childish New Jabez, Andrew, my boy Alan, and Big Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. We moved on to ice soup to flavored air. Let's go.